Wait, where's my controller plugged in? This ain't Space Game. That restarted the music, hang on. Okay, that's enough of that, enough of that. Let me just wind this up really quick close to the microphone so you can hear that I'm, oops, pulling that out of there. That should stay in there. That direction, yes. Okay. So, we've got the A side, we've got the B side, we've got some shenanigans, but I'm not quite happy that I'm not able to show everything off on the A and B sides. So, what I'm going to do today is create trying to debate if I want to do this with 1 or 2 characters to keep the theme going. And I'm going to make a character that can do traps and stuff. Or it'd probably be a heck of a lot of editing, because I want to get to some of those traps and secret doors that I couldn't get to with Miranda or Lunasfeld. So, I think I'll make something that can be made by free-to-play players. So do a specialist. Both of the options I want to use are in special. So I can start as either a rogue or an artificer for this. I'm going to start as a rogue. So, something else I want to show off later. I'm going to do customize. Wrong left arrow, wrong right arrow. For what I'm doing, I want to get as many feats as possible, so I'm going to do human. Now, dexterity and intelligence are going to be very important for us, as well as constitution. So I probably want to get those as high as I can get. Let's do 14 there. Now they're saying strength. I'm just going to get all these other stats up to 0, a flat +0. You know, because I don't like negatives. A high wisdom would be nice. Tell you what. Let's get our wisdom up a little bit more. And I'll just dump my social skills like I always do. For a trapper, you're going to want disable device. You're going to want search. If you have a high enough wisdom, you're going to also want spot. These will allow you, if you don't know where the traps are, you're going to want to have spot anyway, because that will allow you to notice where a trap is, or a secret door, or an enemy sneaking up on you. Disable device will allow you to disable and disarm traps, as well as certain other single-use items within the game. There's only a few I can think of that act like a trap, but aren't technically a trap, but can still be activated like a trap. Call them out when you get to them, I guess. And then search, so you can find the darn things. And then beyond that, it's your pick of how you want to build your character. I'm going to use magic device because as a rogue, I don't get a lot. I'm going to do tumble, so I can do some sweet backflips later in the game. I'm going to do open lock, so I can open locked doors, locked chests, locked hearts and dreams. I'm going to do jump. Actually, this might be a character for both sides. I'm going to do balance, so that if someone knocks me over, I can get right back up. Do haggle, so I can get better prices at the store. I'm going to do hide and move silently. These are also going to be important for the class I'm doing. And then I get one more thing I can put points into. really care about repair as a rogue. I guess listen, so I can hear enemies sneaking up on me. Because hide and move silently affect different senses. You might be good at hiding, but you might not be that great at moving silently, even though they both use dexterity. So your spot might be able to pick someone up who can't hide very well, but your listen can pick someone up who can't, you know, they got flat feet or they're wearing iron armor and they're not doing so great. Now our feats. First and foremost, I am going to take toughness. That gives me extra hit points as I go through these levels. And the next thing I'm going to take... Ooh, this is a good point. I'm going to take Nimble Fingers. Because the whole point of this character is disarming traps. We do need to care about combat, but you know, that's not going to be the focus of the character. Now I'm going to cut here, and we'll come back when I have an appearance I agree with. What on earth is that? I have no idea. Alright, let's do neutral good. Let's do Arjana Bjornucraft. No pictures this time because this character was actually made in this game first. Years ago, but in this game first, so I don't actually have a good reference image to pull up on screen. Sorry. Alright, for this one, I think to save myself some time, I'm just going to skip Korthos. Ember Repeater. I forgot that you don't start proficient with repeaters right at the start. So, I'm going to have to get started on the mechanic tree right away. So I'm going to use my one enhancement point now to get that. There we go. I've updated my biography with the roles this character is playing.
Spoke up. Strange. Sarcophagi line the walls, but they're broken open and empty. Where did the bodies go?
Alright, here in the Hayton family crypt.
You notice something strange about the wall to the west. If you search the wall, you may discover more.
We can actually find this wall now.
You found some kind of secret door in the wall. Once you open it, you can reach whatever's behind it. This is a dark and dusty passage. It doesn't look like anyone's come through here in decades. There's something odd on the wall, possibly dangerous. If you search, you may be able to find out more.
Also, because our spot skill is so high, we can detect that there's a trap. And because our search skill is so high,
the trap here is set to spray acid onto whoever approaches the chest. but you can disable it now that you've found the control box.
Yep.
A chest. It's out in the open and unprotected. And that's probably what the dead cultist by the chest thought.
Oh my god! Okay. So, to disable this trap, target the control box, and click it.
You've disconnected the trap's firing mechanism. The chest is safe to approach now.
Now, when we step in the water, it won't fire. I'm getting that spot again. I think there's another box on the other side. Yep.
A treasure chest glimmers in this passage. There may be something of use inside.
Downside
What were those cultists up to? This bears more investigation.
Downside of this character build is we are not great at combat this early in the game. I don't think I'm getting all the optional objectives in this one.
In the middle of this chamber is an evil devourer altar. By it, a Sahuagin rumbles.
For generations, the human Haytans have forestalled us.
The Sahuagin's plan must have been to use these devourer altars to animate every body in this crypt. But by your hand, you can destroy the altar and prevent that from happening.
Alright, now I have a very limited amount of arrows, so rather than shoot at this altar, I'm just going to punch it.
A magical crest appears from the destroyed altar.
I wonder if I can sneak up on these next guards. It doesn't matter. This might be a bit tricky. I think he was looking at me when I started hiding. See if I can.
A magical barrier blocks the way, and behind.
And here in the Wavegrass Tavern.
Isn't here. However, webbed footprints on the ground betray the location of a secret passage. Backtracking them may reveal the way to open that passage.
Or I can just search him out.
The chamber beyond the secret passage looks ancient, predating Korthos Village.
Alright, hello, Jund. So, for my enhancements for level 1, I've taken the Arbalester enhancement to start the mechanic tree. And I've taken 3 ranks into mechanics. So I can do +3 disable device, open lock, and repair, and +3 to saving throws I make against traps. Which is going to be very handy. Now for the actual level, I plonk all my points into where I've spent points already. And that's it. We get 10 more hit points. Our base and attack bonus goes up. Our reflex save goes up. We get the evasion feat, which means if we make a reflex save to avoid damage, we don't take that damage, even if it would have been half. Or if it would have been half damage, we take no damage instead. That's pretty much it. I did pick up the Eladrin's Great Crossbow. I'm probably going to be starting to use here in a little bit. I did also pick up this nice short sword, which will be very good for when I run out of bolts, eventually. I'm starting to make enough platinum that this shouldn't be a problem. Down here in the underground complex, I can actually find these doors now. And behind these doors is a lever to open the gate
You hear a
on the
gate
other side.
ratcheting open somewhere behind you. You hear a gate ratcheting open somewhere behind you.
Now, because I'm trying to speed run these a little bit, I don't really care about those. Oh, hi!
The tunnel splits here. Which way to the giantish device?
Because we can handle traps now, we can actually go this way. Yeah, those poison traps would definitely be a problem. Actually. Hey. Hey you, come here. Come here. I'll do something funny. Oh. He didn't get hit. Oh well.
The sound of distant snoring warns you that you are not alone here. If you're careful, you may be able to take the sleeping guards by surprise.
So, as a rogue, you can actually sneak, stealth with high enough stealth and move silently. I'm gonna get close to this guy and he hasn't even caught on. Get closer. See, right next to him, and he hasn't seen me yet. Heck yeah. Now I can pull that lever. I don't need to.
The last Sahagan guard collapses to the floor. But what are they guarding?
So, I can actually detect this door here too. I wonder if sneaking on water does anything. Don't think I can sneak up on this guy. Yeah, no, he sees me. Right in front of him. I'll demonstrate that on the other guy too. So just because your stealth is super high, super good, super a word that YouTube's probably not going to want me to like, doesn't mean you can actually hide per se. For instance, if I get right up on this guy's face while he's looking right at me, he sees me. Makes sense, right?
You spot a rusty hatch submerged in the putrid water.
Oh no, I should have put some points in swim.
You emerge from the murky water with great relief. The air seems slightly cooler here.
Ooh, honestly, I think the speed boost from Expeditious Retreat is going to be way better than the 5% sprinting. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. And finally,
Ahead is
for the underground
giant
complex.
device. The freezing mists it is spewing are directed
I
the
can
wrong
find
way.
these.
With the right timing, you can get close enough to redirect them.
Yeah, now I can get in a little bit more safely. Alright, here in the Korthos manufactory, if you can hear me over the blades, we actually find this secret door. And also this trap box. Oh, whoops. Oh, and also this trap box. Ah, blessed silence. I can also come back here and unlock this door.
Watch for more attacks.
Well, this is an annoying bug.
It'll take more than that to put me down, Swahagan. Swahagan scum! Keep coming! I won't die that easily.
There's an invisible Sahuagin whelp here. What the heck?
Deal with. Once the Swahagan get your scent, they won't stop until you're dead. We might actually get through this. Just hold for a little longer.
Didn't I beat Myrmidon?
Amalgam, protect me! The Swahagan magic is gone. We beat them off. This time.
Hayden looks weary after surviving this latest attack. Perhaps you should talk to him again.
Go now.
Alright, here in the decrepit catacombs, once we free Drusen, or even before that, we can actually get this door now. Ooh, a glove of shield. Alright, here in the Korthos Aqueduct, we can actually find this trap. Hello? Aha! That should be all of Korthos done. Now for the Borderlands. A cutout, Misery's Peak, though there was no hidden doors or traps to find there.
A burly minotaur stands behind a magical barrier, guarding a pile of treasure. Always more. Always more. The Minotaur snorts. Greed draws you adventurers like moths to the flame. Have fun starving in my cave with the treasure just out of reach.
Alright, here in the treasury, we can actually find and disarm this trap now. Oh, the box is through there. Alright, Dryad, stand here. Okay, come on through.
This crest matches one of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier. There must be... The stout iron lock on this door looks as though it would be impossible to pick.
Alright, to prove my point from earlier, if I try to pick this after the DM says no, the game says no. Alright, game seems to think there's a hidden door here. Where's there a hidden door here? Oh, there is. Where does this go? Okay then. There's nothing else in here. Just some barrels.
The door to the treasury opens with a satisfying click.
Alright, because we're
The
rogue,
large rusty lock on this chest looks like it could be picked.
and because we have the skills to do it, we can actually open this.
Fearing for their lives, the people of the keep have asked for your help dealing with 2 orc tribes that dwell inside this cave. Judging from the decor, each direction leads to a different tribe's home.
Alright, last time I did cold side, here's hot side.
The wall here is decorated with the skulls of elves, humans, and dwarves in various stages of decay. The Ash Tusk like to display their brutality proudly. A dangerous orc stands in the training area. You ready your attack. This is the armory of the Ash Tusk clan. Without weapons and armor, the tribe will be much less dangerous.
Alright, an opportunity. Hey, we're good at all 3 of these things. Let's disable device. Yeah.
The lever clicks into place, and the sound of grinding gears can be heard somewhere in the cave.
Thank you, Dryad.
Grinding gears can be heard once again as a gate opens somewhere in the cave. Most of the kobolds scramble to defend their cave at the sight of you, while one of their number scampers away. You've stopped the runner, and not a moment too soon. Who knows what else the kobold tribe might bring to bear against you?
Alright, so as a rogue we can actually disarm this pitfall after it has, oh, the box is right here. Wonder if disabling that would have made this easier. Oh well.
An elderly kobold demands your attention, calling for the cessation of hostilities.
Ah! Alright, looks like you only get 3 chances at that. Oh. I don't need to do the bonus objective anyway. Alright, so here with these traps in the shunned cave, where these traps are just constantly spewing fire. We can find the box. Not only can we find the box, we can actually unlock this chest. Look at that, plus 17 to our skills, only a level 2. We don't need to interact with the rest of these graves. I can even disable this bear trap here. Yep. I need to pick up just a little bit of experience. more experience.
Enchanted stones stand in a ring. The weathered pillars look like they've been here for a very long time.
Alright, taking level 3, putting my points into everything I trained. We're getting a feat. I'll be taking point blank shot. Now I don't have to swap to a melee weapon every time an enemy gets close. Put that 1 point. To Tanglefoot here. So now I can take these off my hotbar. Hit the wrong button. Put Tanglefoot down there. Alright, here in the Hobgoblin Caves, we have these cheese slicers here. You can try and search for the box, but there is no box. So you simply need to make it to the end and disarm them with the switch. Now you can pretty much stealth and make it through just fine. Just the right
When
speed.
a lever is pulled, the traps in the hall grind to a halt. The Hobgoblin Chieftain lurches out of his throne with a roar. The Hobgoblin Chieftain slumps to the ground, dead.
An okay armor set, but I'm already wearing better. Or at least, I like the look of mine better. Now, as a rogue, we can actually get into this locked door at the end here. Most people are just gonna not bother. We can also unlock this chest. That's 2 sets of locks. We can just waste our lockpicks out here. Not a great combination of bow abilities. Where was I going again? Okay, yes, here in the Temple of Evil Chaos, we can actually come over here and just pick all the locks. You can pick this lock here, get into the shrine. Don't even need the key. I'm gonna go in and go ahead and just take care of this guy down here.
Below, and a gruff voice calls out.
Put them in the manacles, boss. I'll be right over.
The large torturer does a double take.
Hey, you're not one of us. What the?
The torturer falls, his victims avenged. Will their souls find rest?
I'm not making the mistake of opening that door. Last time I did that one, she got neg-leveled. I will go ahead and unlock this door, though. Yeah. I was gonna go fight a jelly cube.
You hear a shuffle.
Whoops.
Then a strange, slurpy sound coming from behind the crates. The sleepy, gelatinous cube falls to pieces. Its ambition to eat you diced short.
We can come over here and unlock this, and then just straight pick the locks.
You don't look stupid enough to be a cultist.
That was easy.
She calls out.
Tell me what you're doing here, and I won't turn you to stone.
Freed of her bonds, the Medusa agrees to help you.
Take me to their leader,
she says.
I think it's time for a small chat, face to face.
Nah, I think this is kind of funny. You can actually just run into the pews and your entourage will just break them all by running into them. Very efficient. Yeah, smashed the...
Whispery voices call to you.
You shouldn't be here.
Step away from them.
Run, you fool!
The fleeing priest's voice turns into a scream and is then cut short.
What do we get? What do we get? Not great.
The Medusa smiles sweetly at you.
I believe this concludes our arrangement.
Now, I thought this was interesting. I did not know this happened.
Let us hold on to
I mean,
this
I didn't know that happened.
special moment forever.
Yeah, you can't actually... Alright, back on the docks here, we can actually... We didn't have enough haggle to be able to bribe this guy. Yeah, there we go. Now I just gotta get the other two to do it. Take the crossbow. Not great. Not for what we're doing. Alright, here in
As the
Hazardil.
last crate splinters
Whoops.
to bits, you know that you have successfully stopped Hazardil's illicit trade.
I'm not gonna get as much XP, but that doesn't really matter. Here in Hazardil's shipping, the first time, we can actually find this secret door here. And sometimes there's a rare encounter behind the door. Just, you know, careful. And we can use this lever here, pull it, go across here, get up these barrels, up, come on, and disarm this trap. No getting skewered for me, no sir. Ooh, nice, critical. And again, I mean, back here it has little shipping again. Let's clear these guys out. There's actually a trap here now, which of course we can find and disarm. No biggie. Box right here. And we just go up the ladder here and open it up the same way we did the first time. Kind of want to get the secret, like any secret doors and disarming bonuses before you complete the quest, so you get your max EXP bonus out of it. Of course they reset the trap. Why wouldn't they? You can see the chat logged in there. Marduk will call out every single part of the trap that he sees. So if it's a big cluster like this, he just spams the chat with it. Not great, but... Alright, here in the Miller's house, we can actually take this other path here, and I'd recommend dropping down here on the right. If I remember right, the trap dispenser's all the way on the left. You get hit by it if you drop down over there. But we can search this out. Find the box right behind us. Oh. I guess it was in the middle. But, yeah. And this skips that first room with the first two Iron Defenders. I think that's about it. I'm looking at my enhancements here. What is past me? I mean, what am I doing? What am I going to get? I'm looking at the skill boost from the inventory. Nah, I'm going to pick it up from the mechanic tree. I can eventually, in a few levels, scale it up to +6, which is a lot better than that +4 on the other one. And that'll let me do, if I've got like a particularly difficult trap, I can have a better chance at picking it. And then just put that on my hotbar, so I can just use it in a pinch. Because it also boosts social skills too. Now where am I running? I mean, I know where I'm running. Oh, I could have sworn I cut this out. I mean, I'm just gonna go run back to the tavern here. I think from this point onward, I'm going to just splice this character into the A and B paths, just to showcase anything that could be missed by someone who couldn't do traps. I don't know, I might guess less specific over time. Might just only do like alternate paths, not sure. But in the meantime, let's slink into the shadows and see you all next time.